Hey guys, BPW here, otherwise known as Best Pure Wrestling. In today's video, we're going to do a little bit of action figure surgery. We're going to be swapping these red boots, these red shoes over to my custom figure. So it'll be one thing that we're doing today. Also, we are going to take both these Cody Rhodes figures here I got. We're going to be doing a little custom heel Cody Rhodes, just to see how that works out and stuff for a storyline I'm working on. But for my custom figure, we're working on a big storyline for that. But in today's video, we'll need a hair dryer, some cotton swabs, and some nail polish remover. We're going to be removing some of the tattoo on Cody's head, on his neck, to put it over onto the other one. But we'll start out with the easiest thing. We'll go ahead and get my boots swapped over and stuff. So I'm going to pause the video here and get stuff situated, then we'll go from there. Alright guys, I got everything situated here the way I need it to be. Hopefully this don't blow everywhere. Just in case, I'm going to set the steel steps on my figure. I mean, it holds it and stuff, but we're going to get into this. Just if you wear headphones, I'm sorry. The hair dryer is loud on the video, so this is just a fair warning. Should be good enough to remove the bottom of the boots. These are fairly easy to remove. Just pop them off right here at the bottoms. Putting them back on is a little bit tricky, but not too bad. I'm hoping this works out good. If it don't, it's alright though. We'll just get everything back into place here. Alright, there's one boot. Alright, there's two. We'll actually set him off to the side, let him cool down. Then at the end of the video, I'll show how he looks. But we're going to put these boots on the kick pads here. Well, the lower half on the upper half. And there's one. All right, there's two. So we got two good boots right here. I just wanted to do a little customization to my custom figure to get it in a new attire for the storyline I'm working on with him. You'll see that here in the near future. I hope everybody likes that. But these will be added to the fodder parts. Alright, next up we're going to do another simple thing. We're going to be working on this Cody Rhodes here. We're going to pop his head off right quick, set that off to the side. We're also going to be swapping this left arm over to the other Cody Rhodes. That way this one don't have no wrist tape or nothing like that. I want to try to find a wrestler with some black wrist tape. I think I might have one Let me pause the video again right quick and I'll check and see if I got some black wrist tape arms. Alright guys, I checked my drawer and the only black wrist tape I have is off this Seth Rollins here, which these came off the Miz, so we're going to take these and put on to this Cody. So we actually don't have to swap the hands or nothing like that. I still want the white wrist tape over here on this Cody, just for the simple fact that I kind of like that. So I want to swap the hand on this Cody. These actually go to the fodder parts as well. So we'll do this right quick. It's very simple to do, easy customizations. Just when you're getting into cracking the torso and stuff, that's where it gets a little bit complicated. But I'm hoping this turns out good. We're also going to swap the boots for Cody as well. But we're going to get this Seth Rollins ready and stuff. That way we can finish up the heel Cody Rhodes. Always remember to remove your cloth and rubber accessories for when you're doing customizations. If you don't, it messes it up and then it ain't going to look right. So what I'm going to do first, I'm also going to remove this Cody head as well. We're setting that one off to the side. We're going to remove these arms and we'll add these to the fodder parts. These arms are going to go over here. These arms are going to go on this Cody, so we got a lot of stuff to remove here. We're going to just go ahead and start with the arms and get all those situated. Now in these videos, I know I take a little bit longer than necessarily, but I don't want to do 2-3 figures at one time. It just don't heat up properly and stuff like that, and I really don't want to snap the pegs on any of the figures. So we'll do popping the stuff off camera right quick, that way this video don't take long. But then we'll come back and we'll start popping everything back on. Guys, I'm sorry for taking so long. We got all the arms off, as you can see. We're actually going to pop these on to this Seth Rollins. I'll have to get some different hands for him, but these will be okay for now. So those will go back on Seth. Next up, we're going to try and take these white boots off Cody, put them over here, and put these black ones over here. We're still trying to get the perfect formula down for a heel Cody Rhodes. Hope it works out great. We're going to take these and put them on the Cody over here. So I want to actually do the rest of this on camera, the way you can kind of see the process and stuff. But we're going to take the boots off the Codys first, and then we'll work on Seth, getting him done. And then we'll also do the heads and stuff, that way you can see that process. So we'll set everything off to the side here. We're going to try to heat both these boots up at the same time. Hopefully it works. Again, I'm sorry. The hairdryer is very loud on video, so sorry for the inconvenience. Hopefully that's good enough to pop the boots off. Alright, there's one. And there's two. Now we're going to work on this other Cody too as well. Be careful not to break any of the pegs while you're doing this. I would like to find some knee pads to put on this Cody. but I don't know if I have any over in the fodder part section of my collection, so okay, now we ran into a problem. Alright guys, I'm gonna have to work on this off camera. Heated it up a little bit too long, so we'll get that fixed up and everything. I'm hoping that it didn't ruin this Cody. I don't think it did, to be honest with you. I could probably fix that, no problem, but we'll do that off camera. That way I can actually take my time and focus on it and not mess it up at all. So we'll set this off to the side. Throw these boots on this Cody right quick. Alright. I'm gonna pause the video here again, guys. I want to work on this off camera because this is a very delicate part and stuff. So bear with me and stuff. I want to try to get this done as quick as I can to come back on video. So just bear with me. Hey guys, I'm sorry about the wait again. I wanted to do that off camera. That way I can guarantee the peg was back in the leg. We're actually going to pop these boots back off. I found some black knee pads I want to throw on this Cody, so just bear with me here a minute and we'll get everything back on order. There's one boot back off. Alright, there's both boots back off. Still want to keep an eye on those pegs that way I don't mess them up. Actually, I'm going to have to go back over to the fodder parts. These ain't the same knee pads, so give me 1 second and I'll be right back. Sorry again, guys. The knee pads I have will not work for this Cody, so I'm eventually gonna have to get another set of knee pads somewhere. I really don't want to take the knee pads off of this one just because your mobility in these is not very good. So this Cody won't have knee pads, but that's okay. We're gonna heat up these boots again, put them back on this Cody. Heat up the legs, throw it back on Cody, then get all the arms and stuff situated, and then we'll go from there. Hopefully we don't get that peg out again. Alright. Now we'll just heat the legs back up, throw them back on the Cody over there, then we'll start working on the arms. Sorry about the squeaky chair, guys. I seriously need a new one. Alright guys, this is the last part of the video. This is where the cotton swabs and the nail polish come into hand. For this, we're just wanting to remove the little part of the tattoo up here by Cody's ear to put onto the other figure. You just need a little bit of this, not much at all, and be very careful when removing stuff like this. You just want to get a little bit at a time. Dip one side of the cotton swab into the nail polish remover and don't dip the other side, that way you can dry it off. That way you don't have the excess nail polish and stuff everywhere else. Just be very careful when doing so, and we don't take off more material than what you need to. There's the updated Cody Rhodes. Alright guys, so we got the Cody Rhodes head done. We're gonna pop these heads on, and then we're gonna go everything off camera here. We'll go over everything on camera, that way you can see everything and stuff. To be honest with you, I kind of like the way that these Cody Rhodes figures will turn out. So, I'm going to change up the camera angle and everything, and then we'll show you the process. Guys, change up the camera angle, that way you can see everything. This is the Seth Rollins figure now. I will have to find some different hands. I don't have mic holding, well, extra mic holding hands, so these I had to do for now. Next up, we do have my custom figure. I actually liked how the red boots turned out with the black. These actually came off of a Shinsuke Nakamura figure that I had. So we had them on a pair of black black kick pads, but I really like how this turned out. Kind of looks like two-tone and stuff like that. So it's just different attire for my storyline that I got coming up for my custom figure. Next up, we do have this Cody Rhodes figure. All we really done was took the arms, swapped them over to the ear, took the boots and the head, just removed the tattoo. I think this Cody Rhodes figure turned out pretty good, to be honest with you. I just wanted to make a heel Cody Rhodes figure, which this one ain't the heel. Just wanted to make one to do a storyline with before too long. So we do have Cody Rhodes. Next up, we do have heel Cody Rhodes. With this figure, we took the old boots from that Cody Rhodes along with the head, swapped them over, and the tattoo's still there. These arms came off Seth Rollins, which they actually came off the Miz a while back and put them on Seth. Now I took them from Seth to put on Cody. I think this figure came out good as well. Just really wish I had some black knee pads to go on this figure. Other than that, Very good figure in my opinion. Just let me know down below which figure is your best in this action figure surgery. We do have the heel Cody Rhodes. This Cody Rhodes, I don't know what you really want to call him, but Cody Rhodes again. My custom figure. And then Seth, he really wasn't nothing, so you don't have to vote for Seth. So just between these three figures here, which one came out better and stuff. So that will do it for this action figure surgery. I hope everybody enjoyed this video, and there will be plenty more to come in the near future.